Hey guys, and welcome to another Polymer clay tutorial. Today, well, I found these acrylic balls in a cute tiny art store called Amazon, and I knew I had to create the BALLER from Fortnite Season 8.
ClayClaim.
The last time we created a vehicle, I think it was the shopping cart from Fortnite. Yeah, I think so. And this time it's time for the BALLER, because I found these acrylic balls on Amazon, and when I saw them I had that feeling. I knew they would be perfect for the BALLER. Let's find out, let's give it a try, and we will start with the seat. It's quite funny because, well, for the texture of the seat, the cushion, we can go right away with the texture on the clay blocks. They look so soft. I really want to sit on these clay blocks. It's quite comfortable, I would guess. I was really struggling to find a good starting point for this machine, for this vehicle, because I only had images as reference. Normally when I create a map piece, for example, I just go on replay mode. I go in the game and I can fly around with the drone and I can take my time, but this time Fortnite would not update. And well, you know what this means. No Fortnite for Simon. I am playing Rise of Kingdoms, you know this. I talked about this game 2 weeks ago. It was a sponsored video. Still playing the game, and the ClayClaim clan was immediately full. I'm really sorry for those of you who didn't get a seat in the clan. I think right now we have 4 slots available. So if you want to join us, please. I still have a lot to learn in this game, in Rise of Kingdoms. Right now we have this situation. Well, our clan is threatened by another alliance right next to us. And I could really get some help there. So if you're an experienced player, maybe you can help us out. I'm in the Kingdom of Tartswell. This is 1297. So if you want to join, I will also include the link for the game right down in the description. This is not sponsored, it's just for those of you who want to play Rise of Kingdoms with us in our ClayClaim clan and maybe even help us against this other alliance. I don't say any names, EUFF. So this is the back side of our seat. I'm not talking much about the creation because I have just no idea what this all is. So I'm missing some words right in this tutorial, all the details on the chair and on the BALLER. I can tell you maybe something about the colors which I used. It's not much, so if you want to start with this creation, you just need the red, you need the black silver. Is it called black silver? No, it's called pearl, dark pearl. And later I use, and you already see it, it's just regular silver. I think that's it for all the colors. Yeah, maybe some brown for the, is it called plumber or plunger? I'm not sure about that. So we are creating the parts of the chair where the feet are going onto. I'm just Probably I'm just too tired to find good creative names for all these pieces. Well, let's compare. This is the handle. I can already see the comments. Dude, you don't have to talk at all. But then it doesn't feel right to me. These are the handles. And these are some tiny screws which go right on top of the handles. And now we need some tubes on the back side. And later there are these 4 electric coils, and we are mixing the color with gold and copper. This will give us this nice color, and now we can start creating all these 4 coils with some silver right in the middle. Maybe this is a nice technique, or this. Well, we can compare. I think this one looks nicer. Yo, I go with this technique. We can remove this one. Yet sometimes it's just trying out which technique works best on your creation, and sometimes the same technique which looked nice on another creation just doesn't feel right to your latest creation, for example. We can place these pieces onto the plate, and now we will focus on the front part of our baller. And there is this chemical reaction which happens when you put this type of clay together with acrylic balls. I don't know what is happening. I talked about this in the Leviathan tutorial. So be sure that your clay is not touching the acrylic ball until it is, well, after oven hardening, then it's not a problem, but before somehow it melts. It really looks disgusting, and yeah, maybe I will show you sometimes. That's it for the front part. There is the red piece. Is it called plunger? I'm still not sure. It's still missing. There are these silver balls on the right and on the left. This is the moving mechanism. And we can place it onto a tiny plate as well. There's also these 2 connection parts we will create. As every Friday, I'm making my own pizza for the family, and this evening I was so hungry that I put the pizza in my mouth before it was cold, or at least warm. It was so brutal hot. I burned my mouth so badly. I can still feel it. My tongue feels a bit strange. You know this feeling when you are that hungry? Well, we are ready to go into the... No, we are not. We are not. We're missing out some parts. The inside part of the acrylic balls. Still no idea how to create this inner ring with the 6 balls, but well, we can just start and go with the flow. Yeah, maybe this could work. I wish the mechanism would work. That would be amazing, that the baller would actually roll. But I guess it would be kind of difficult to create. Still, I have no idea how this would work inside. No, I have an idea. Let's place it just onto the plate, and we can place the clay right there. It should be the same size like the acrylic ball, of course. And we need to create these tinier balls, the silver ones we will cut after oven hardening. And we can place these connection parts right onto the ring. This will be the spots where the balls will go, the silver ones, and I guess we're ready to go to the oven. Freshly baked and hot baller pieces we will start assemble right now. So let's collect all the pieces. It looks more like a Lego set and not like a clay tutorial, but that's okay because I have a strong glue, super glue. And we will start with the pen, with some blue on the handles, because it says so on the images. At least the ones I found. And now the glue, the super glue for the handles. So I can still feel my tongue. It feels weird with this burning feeling. These are the coils, the 4 of them. Now the place for the feet to rest while rolling through the map. This is the front part, plumber. I thought it would be nice to use some real cord. Of course you can go with clay, but it looks even more realistic when you take the real cord. And we can glue it to the front part. These are the connection pieces on each side. And it really looks nice. Maybe we can glue this one right onto the front part. The last working step, assembling working step, we have to cut open these silver balls, because otherwise the inner ring inside the acrylic ball would be a bit too thick. And plus it looks better this way. We will all glue them onto the ring. And we need the hot glue gun. With these acrylic balls, the super glue doesn't really work. I don't know why, but well, if glue is not working, you just need more glue or the hot glue gun. And this is what it looks from behind. Now we will also place the ring inside. We can close the ball, the huge one. And where does the front part go? I think right there. Ah, this looks so nice. Maybe we can just take some pens and make it a little bit more dirty and used. Because, well, it was in battle, or in a battle royale game. Now we are closing the acrylic ball. This was the last working step, and I guess... Go away. I said you should go away. That's it! The BALLER from Fortnite Season 8! I hope you enjoyed today's video with the BALLER from Fortnite Season 8, the very first tutorial with a new intro. Thanks again for all your amazing comments on this video. Which skin should be created next? Write it down in the comments or participate in the poll. I guess that's it for today. See you very soon and take care, guys. Bye! Spin of death. Oh no! The plumber. Is it called plumber?